Hey, this is Reggie Bannister, and this is Nerd Remix. Babe, you can't be anywhere but here, you know what I'm saying?
Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix Radio.
Are you here for the feeding?
Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix. Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
And we're doing it live. Fuck it.
Fuck yeah. Yes. Balls out.
Oh, this is Derek, I think. Yeah, I'm Derek.
Yeah, this is Tom. Nerd Remix Radio, bitches.
Behind me is New. She's just a guest.
I'm a special guest.
No, she's just a guest. She's special, all right.
Good times.
Alright, let's start this. It's Nerd Remix Radio. Nerd Remix Radio.
So you finally did a movie review?
Maybe. I don't know. Who's asking?
I am asking, motherfucker. You did a movie review for, The Devil Inside.
Yeah, but you act like I never do movie reviews.
You don't often.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. No. Yeah, we did a review. I did a review of The Devil Inside. It just came to theaters on Friday, and oh my god. In my review, I just keep on saying it sucks, but I should have given a better reason why it sucks. It's not that it just sucked. It was boring. There was really no redeemable qualities to it. I mean, basically, the trailer ruins the ending for you, ruins all the good parts in the movie, and everything that's not in the trailer is just people talking back and forth. And it's not even like the dialogue's really interesting between the characters. It's just boring and nothing happens.
Yeah, nice. The one thing that struck me about your review, I enjoyed it, but the one side of the jacket you were wearing, the collar, was all fucked up. I don't know. My mind just kept going back to that.
It's a windbreaker, man. Don't diss it. It's supposed to. It's a turtleneck, man.
He always wears that windbreaker. Everywhere we go.
See, it makes me hot, man.
Even
I like
to get
it.
a haircut.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm like, bitch, don't you fucking drop my hair in my windbreaker, I'll kill you.
I'll have a new review going up probably today. I don't know when we're going to put this on. Nympha, starring the frequently naked Tiffany Shepis. So,
How naked is she?
she's full frontal at least 3 times that I can remember.
Like, you could see, like, bush?
That's what I was going to say.
Which strikes me as odd because, you know, she does a really good job acting in this, so she didn't really need to take her clothes off. And, like, one of the best movies I've seen her in, I reviewed it a couple months back, the Frankenstein Syndrome. And she was really good in that, and, I mean, you don't even see so much as an ankle in that movie, so.
What? Remind me to skip that and watch the one you're talking about.
By the way, if you've ever met her in person, she's supremely hot in person, too.
Nice. I actually bought a few new movies over the course of the week.
Yeah? What'd you get?
Well, I got that George A. Romero movie, Bruiser. I've never seen it yet, so I've always wanted to see it. From what I hear, it's horrible, but, you know, I've just always wanted to see it. I've never seen it, man.
I have that. It's not bad.
It's
not as terrible as people make it out to be.
Yeah, because from what I hear, it's like, oh my god, George A. Romero has returned, and he made a movie which sucked.
It's not Diary of the Dead horrible, but it's not bad.
Oh, thank God. Diary of the Dead was so bad. Now, the thing about Bruiser... Well, alright, the thing about George A. Romero is I think he does, like, a hit and a miss film. Like, I love Martin, you know, so that's one of his hits. And then he made, what is it, The Dark Half or whatever?
Yeah, that's not a bad movie.
Yeah, that was another hit. And then he made Diarrhea of the Dead, Survival of the fucking Dead. Man, he's just gotta stop making with the dead films. Do something else.
Diarrhea of the Dead?
Diarrhea of the goddamn dead.
And then, The Crazies, the original Crazies. I mean, really low budget, kind of suffers from that, but great movie, and the remake was good too.
I thought The Crazies sucked, the original.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Well, just, it bored me to tears. Literally bored me to tears.
Yeah, but you hold up everything to Martin, which is a movie you love, and it's like your benchmark for George Romero stuff.
That's true. That a lot of people don't even know of Martin. I'm like, what? It's George A. Romero at his prime. He delivers a good story. He delivers a good little mystery. Like, is he a vampire? Is he not? You know, who knows?
Talking about that, do you think that it had any influence on Let the Right Man or anything?
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did.
Speaking of influences, I watched Apollo 18 last week. Not as terrible as it was made out to be. I thought it was all right for a found footage movie. You either love those or you hate them. There's good examples like Cloverfield, and there's terrible examples like the aforementioned Battery of the Dead.
Or The Devil Inside.
Yeah, or The Devil Inside. And I just reviewed one that friend of the site, Brandon Slater, did called Area 51 Confidential. It wasn't too bad. And it kind of gave me a couple of things that changed in it, you know, as far as the storyline, but he kind of gave me the working print of it right now, and pretty good flick. Did a lot with the budget that they had. You know, a lot of stuff was off camera. You didn't see a whole lot. And he was really good in it. Wolfgang Meyer was really good in it. Devney Penn was really good in it. And, you know, check it out when it comes out.
Hey, let me digress back to George A. Romero and Martin. Do you think he was a vampire or not?
I think he was a vampire, not in a traditional supernatural sense.
Because it's bullshit. I was watching it and I'm like, how is he a vampire? He's stepping out in the sunlight and he's not sparkling.
Yeah, I think he was just a fucked up dude that drank people's blood. I didn't, you know, think he was like I said, a supernatural vampire that's gonna, you know, cringe with throw garlic at him or anything like that.
Exactly. He didn't sparkle in daylight and he didn't have a love interest like a fag. So, you know. And he always kept his shirt on, too, so, you know. It sort of made me realize he wasn't a real vampire, like from Twilight.
Twilight vampires don't have genitals either. You gotta mention that.
Oh, yeah. So,
That really?
anyway, other movies I bought the DVD double feature pack of Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2. Hey, Teen Wolf's a good movie.
You keep telling yourself that.
Really? You don't like it? Good.
Wolf.
It's an old school favorite of mine. I liked whenever he turned into the werewolf and tried to find the weed.
Oh yeah, well what about the basketball game, you know, in the middle of it when there's kind of a scrum for the ball, two wolves out, as it were, everybody's staring at him.
What about towards the end where somebody pulls their dick out and starts doing the helicopter in the crowd?
Is that like one of those urban legend things that are caught?
Man, I watched it. I don't know if that's what he's actually doing, but he definitely pulls his pants down.
Good times, good times.
Another one I got is the first Puppet Master.
I actually bought, I think it was a 4-pack, all 4 Leprechaun movies, so I can't really laugh too much.
Hey, come on, Puppet Master's fun. Really, you don't like it?
It's alright. Like I said, I bought the first 4 Leprechaun movies, or I think the only 4 Leprechaun movies, so those are probably on the same level.
Alright, let me think. There's Leprechaun, there's Leprechaun 2, there's Leprechaun in Space, there's Leprechaun in the Hood, and then there's Leprechaun Back to the Hood.
Oh, really? So there is a 5th movie. Damn it.
Yeah. He returns to the Hood for more, and it's horrible.
I was supposed to be getting a screener in the mail called Scrooge in the Hood. Sargon O'Dassey's in it, but I haven't received it yet.
Nice. I was thinking about making a film about killer gnomes.
Killer gnomes. Hasn't it been done, or has it?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything been done on it. But, like, I have this gnome in front of my lawn. And every time I get drunk, I go out there and I piss on it. And I wonder, what happens if one time it just turns alive and cuts my dick off?
I'll have Freddy Krueger or the turkey in Thanksgiving.
I love the turkey in Thanksgiving.
It brings it back to life.
Don't fucking pee on. Oh, I remember Freddy Krueger coming back to life from being peed on. That was stupid. It's like that's the best way you could bring Freddy Krueger back, from getting peed on by a dog and it catches on fire.
At least Jason Voorhees, you know, when somebody stuck a big metal spear in his chest and lightning hit it, he came back, and it wasn't anybody peeing on him.
Yeah, but still, like, what the fuck was that dog doing there? And you're telling me every time he dies, all he needs is a dog to pee on him and he comes back? Bullshit.
There's something about water sports and urine.
Man, no wonder he was a fucking... Man, I don't even want to talk about this. But it's not as bad as how they treated Freddy in the remake. Now he's a child molester, not just a child murderer.
I think that was kind of implied in the original movies, wasn't it? I always thought it was.
I always thought he was just a murderer, not a rapist.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I don't know, I have to watch him again. Anyway, I did get the Hills Have Eyes remake.
That I thought was a really good movie. I saw it in the cinemas when it came up, so I was really impressed with it. My wife hid her face most of the time because it's pretty violent. Have you watched it yet?
Yeah, I saw it when it first came out. I loved it, man. It's actually pretty gory, and it actually surpasses the original, in my opinion.
Cool. We need to watch it.
Part 2 is really good, and the remake, part 2, I guess, the remake sequel, is that the correct terminology? I have no fucking idea. But it's like much better than the original Hills Have Eyes 2. Have you ever seen that with the dirt bike guys that get caught up?
Man, I was watching the sequel, and I wasn't digging it, man. I thought it was kind of lame.
Really, the dude in the shitter, you didn't like that?
Man, it was okay. I felt bad for that dude. It's like, they let the infection set in, and he died slow.
Speaking of sequels, have you seen Hostel 3 yet?
No, I haven't seen Hostel 3, but from what I hear, it has a badass opening, but disappointing everything else.
Oh, really? It's direct-to-video. I was just curious. I haven't seen it yet. It's probably on my list to see. I don't know. I just had a director send me, like, pretty much everything he's ever done, and I reviewed one of his short films that should be going up soon. Jacob Belinsky is the guy's name, and the movie there's a short film called Obsolescence. Kind of a drama, thriller type thing, not so much a horror movie, but, it's pretty well done, and it's really good acting, so check out my review when it goes up.
Another movie I bought was Willard with Crispin Glover.
Oh, that's a remake.
Yeah, it is a remake, but it's actually a pretty good one. But isn't it more or less a remake and more just another rendition of the film? Sort of like how the Shining miniseries was, where it was less the film and more of the book?
Yeah, wait, isn't it a remake?
I don't know. I really wouldn't consider it a remake if they go off the book rather than the, original film. Unless if it's super obvious that they took, a lot of aspects of the film and tried to make it look better. Because, I think in the remake they didn't have a "Here's Johnny" part, which was what totally ad-libbed from the one dude.
Yeah, if you read the book and the original Stanley Kubrick, with Jack Nicholson and what's your name? Adrian. That doesn't follow the book very well.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and just like I heard how the person who wrote One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest will never watch One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest.
I actually just finished the Stephen King book, and it's supposed to be being made into a Showtime miniseries, Under the Dome. I actually just finished reading it this morning. So.
Nice. Anyway, that's about... Oh yeah, I have one more thing to talk about. I got a Xbox Connect.
Oh yeah? Just Dance 3? Are you doing that, or...?
I love that Connect. We
No.
have connected on a whole new level.
Oh yeah. The Kinect is pretty fucking cool, man. I don't have that many games on. I don't have Just Dance 3. What I'd rather get besides Just Dance 3 is the Black Eyed Peas dance game.
Yeah, really?
Yes, the Connect puts Derek out of breath than most girls do.
Man, yeah, man. That thing runs my stamina down, man. Chicks don't do it these days. It's gotta be the Kinect.
I see. Good times. Basically, I'm excited about the new season of Chainsaw Sally. Starts at the end of the month. Chainsaw Sally show season 2. They got the opening credit thing up already, and some really cool people involved. David Rancic, Debbie Rochon's in it in a bigger capacity this year. Jimmy O'Pearl's in it as a serial killer, and Monique Dupree is in it too. So I'm looking forward to that. It promises actually the picture that they signed for me behind my bar here of me and April and Jimmy. They signed. Jimmy signed it. Twice the blood and half the clothes. So we'll have to see if he delivers on that promise.
Twice the blood and half the clothes, so everybody's crotches will be hanging out.
You wait to see Jimmy O's junk.
They do it on a literal term with half the clothes.
I don't know, man. That's some of the outfits that Aspen Toy wore in the first season as Ruby. I don't know if we can, if you want to see half the clothes on.
I don't know. I see a lot of people with half their clothes on. Usually turns me on, especially April, and then Monique, and then the other people.
Yeah, Debbie, Sean.
Debbie Rashawn. Oh man, she's always got some nice titties.
I will be hopefully seeing her at Oak City Nightmares in April in Detroit. Well, actually, Novi, Michigan, but just outside of Detroit. Planning on attending this year, at least one day, if not two. Our good friend Tom Berdinsky will be up there. I heard he's got a vendor table already. I can't confirm or deny that, but I think that's what he told me.
Hey, is Debbie Rashawn married?
No, but she's in a relationship.
So you're telling me there's a chance I can get in?
There's a chance. There's a chance.
All right. That's all I need to know. You know what I love about these high school girls? So
Nice.
I get older and they all stay the same. All right.
That was Matthew McConaughey, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Matthew. It was definitely Matthew McConaughey. Did you say Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
So he's just half gay? Like which half? His upper half or his lower half?
He's just kind of gay.
Oh, okay. I know he doesn't like wearing antiperspirants.
Yeah, or shirts, it seems.
I know, man. Somebody should just fucking spray paint a shirt on him so when he takes off his shirt, he still has a shirt.
Yeah, you could like stencil a little Under Armour logo on there, it'd be fine.
For real, man. I'm tired of seeing Matthew McConaughey and then that one guy from Twilight without his shirt on.
Two guys from Twilight.
Jacob.
Yeah, that guy that, what is it, what's that kid's name?
Lautner.
Taylor Lautner, yeah. I saw he was in another movie, Elephant something, I don't know what the fuck it was. It was like, I was trying to tell I have teenage daughters. I was trying to tell them, the kid can't act. All he does is stand there, act all wooden, and takes his shirt off.
It works.
And it was like Kristen Stewart. All she does is walk around with her mouth open all the time.
It's sort of like that one chick from Sex and the City. All she does is walk around like a horse.
Yeah, pretty
Hey,
much.
that's mean. I know who you're referring
You know, I tried riding Sarah Jessica Parker, but then I found out it wasn't a horse, and I felt bad.
Hey,
I was on a Family Guy, Peter Griffin, I forget what episode it was, but he goes, they let Sarah Jessica Parker on TV, and she looks like a foot. Anyway, while I'm ranting, the new issue of Fangoria, have you seen this?
No, I stopped reading Fangoria because it started sucking.
I stopped because it started sucking, and then I started back up again. I had only missed 2 issues because, I'm a nerd, and I have all of mine in, like, museum quality, Mylar bags, acid-free, and all that shit. But anyway, I digress. The new issue on the newsstand, because I've never really been a subscriber for any extended period of time. And you're talking about a $10 magazine, too. So I feel, I have a right to bitch. But the new issue, guess what's on the cover?
Twilight.
Nicolas Cage, Master of Horror.
How the fuck is Nicolas Cage a master of horror? Or is that a new movie he's gonna be in?
No. The picture is actually from the sequel to Ghost Rider. I see a couple issues back, Chris Alexander, who I thought was going to steer the magazine in the right direction, put in his editorial column that he would really love to interview Nicolas Cage. Now, this was about the time that Drive Angry came out, and he said, one of these days I will interview him. And I went on a rant on our podcast a couple months ago about how he's just like turned into the magazine, and him is just turned into like a name-dropping, star-fucking ego stroke piece, right? Well, Nicolas Cage, Master of Horror. Let's run down. What do you consider in Nicolas Cage's body of work to be a horror film?
Man, I think he's more of an action guy and a drama guy, but it seems like he only put his picture on the front cover so he could get an interview with Nicolas Cage.
Have you seen Chris Alexander's Facebook profile picture right now? Guess what it is?
What is it?
Nicolas Cage.
It's who? Him and Nicolas Cage?
Yeah. Maybe, Kiss of the Vampire?
That's a comedy, though, man.
That's way back in the way. Yeah.
Isn't it a comedy?
Yeah, kind of. 8mm, you can kind of make a...
No, that's not a horror film. That's like a fucking action-packed thrill ride.
psychological thriller, maybe. I don't know, but you can kind of make the argument a little bit.
Well,
The Wicker Man remake, which was complete and utter shit. Christopher Lee should have drove to Nicolas Cage's house and punched him right in the cock.
Alright, what about Season of the Witch? Because that has witches in it, so I guess maybe you can say it's kind of...
Some shit. Have you seen it?
Okay, I can name two horror movies he's been in. One is just a horror movie because of how horrible it is, the Wicker Man remake, and another was he did play Fu Manchu in the Grindhouse film, The Werewolf Women of the SS. That's the closest thing he's done to horror.
And to me, the Ghost Rider movies are superhero movies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, those are superhero movies. But, you know, the Grindhouse, Fu Manchu, now you could make that an argument, but he was only in it for, what, 5 seconds? 10?
I mean, granted, Nicolas Cage has been in some pretty decent movies. I mean, you know, like fucking Raising Arizona.
Yeah.
But, I can't really make that. Master of Horror.
No. He's not even in horror films. How the fuck is he a master of horror? He's been in one thing which could be considered horror, and that's Grindhouse, and he was only in there in a fake fucking trailer. That's bullshit.
It's because Chris Alexander is a hopeless fanboy, and he wanted an excuse to interview Nicolas Cage, and all of a sudden he's editing a national horror magazine. He's like, wow, I can interview Nicolas Cage and put him on the cover, and I can convince everybody that he's a master of horror. Just like I tried to convince everybody that Psychomania is a good film. Just like I tried to convince everybody that Fear.com is a good film. They just did a featured article on that like a month ago. Like a
Fear.com wasn't a good film.
It was not a good film. It looked good. I mean, it had a good atmosphere to it. It had good cinematography. It had a good look to the film.
And it had a good trailer, too. The trailer was cool.
Yeah, and you know, the whole movie kind of had a Mario Bava-esque look to it. But, come on, fuck on. Really?
I don't know. He's not a master of horror. That's fucking bullshit. Has anybody been complaining about this, or are we the only ones?
I think that's why the forum got shut down.
Yeah, I tried to get on the forum the other day.
Remember, I got into like a little mini war with him on Facebook a few months ago. When I said something about, you know, an indie filmmaker who will remain nameless had told me that Fangoria doesn't support indie horror. And Alexander right away commented on it. He said, what do you mean by this? And yada, yada, yada. And I gave you guys an interview and all this shit and yada, yada, yada. And it's like, dude, I didn't even say that. Those weren't my words. I was asking the opinions of, you know, all the industry people that are on my Facebook page. I was asking their opinions. You know, do you agree with this guy or do you don't? And he automatically acted like I was attacking him.
And, by the way, we have an interview with Chris Alexander on the website.
Is it on this website? I thought it was on the old one.
No, I'm pretty sure it's on this website. Man, that would be sad if it was on the old one and we didn't convert it.
If it isn't, I still have it. So.
I will check in about 5, 4... no, I clicked links instead. Son of a biatch. Alright, let's see. Jessica Cameron, Van Stale... Man, it's not on this bitch.
Well, I can rectify that.
Okay, we gotta rectify that, because that is actually a kind of a cool interview to have.
Yeah. You know, and I supported the guy when he put Gene Simmons on the cover and everybody bitched about it. I was like, well, you know, I can kind of see that, because that's kind of a, you know, the theme of the magazine has always been horror and entertainment, and, you know, that's kind of, I can see that because he's a big horror movie fan, and obviously horror movies influenced that band a little bit. I mean, whether you're a fan of Kiss or not, personally, I'm not much of one, but I don't think they've done anything significant in like 35 years.
Yeah, but still, you know, you could still see them being like sort of like a horror band or whatnot, you know.
And I even asked him and, what was it, Philip Nutman. I said, hey, I'm shooting a movie. I plan a scene where there's a bunch of horror magazines on a coffee table. Which issues of Fangoria would you like me to put on there? And Nutman said something about with his Land of the Dead cover. And then Alexander said, could you use the Gene Simmons cover just to piss off the purists? So I was like, yeah, no problem. And if you see that scene in Zombie, you see those two magazines.
And then you see the Ghosty.
Yeah, you see the Ghosty all over. There's like 3 famous monsters.
Damn it, I need to do an episode of the League of Science with the Ghosty.
The Ghosty. I've actually, the wife and I got up this morning and decided to do a mini Vincent Price marathon. So we have already watched A Comedy of Terrors and Tomb of Lygia, and when we're done with this, we're queuing up the Mask of the Red Death.
Nice. The Mask of the Red Death is a good one. Anyway, I think it's about time that we should end this podcast before we drone on.
Okay, so can we get your words of wisdom once again?
Yeah, my words of wisdom, if it's not broken, then fuck it.
And with that, we will see you next time.
Later, bitches.
All right.
Bye.